Room and roof insulation. Most of the heat lost in a property is lost through the roof. Therefore, room and roof insulation is essential to save energy and reduce bills. There are many different types of room and roof: flat or sloping ceiling, study walls, residual, gable wall. Flat ceiling. This is what you might refer to as your loft and is treated as such. This area, even in a room and roof property, often has an access hatch, but where it doesn't, we can easily create a suitable access point to install the insulation. As it is treated as a loft, we look to install a minimum of 300 millimeters of insulation where possible. Limits to the thickness installed are the ventilation requirements and the height of the pitch. Stud walls in traditional houses pre-1919 are often lath and plaster walls with no access points. Here, we look to install a minimum of 150 millimeters of wool insulation installed behind the existing lathe and secure it using netting. This is installed by cutting small access panels in your walls and physically installing wool insulation. If this option isn't possible, then we can design another method, such as overboarding, with a suitable alternative product, such as insulated plasterboard. Sloping ceilings. It is often possible to gain access to the sloping ceiling from either the flat ceiling area or from behind the stud walls, and a number of products can be used to insulate this area. Again, we would look to install 150 millimeters of wool insulation, or equivalent. This may be by using 75 millimeters of pier board equivalent to 1,500 millimeters wool insulation rather than wool. Residual. The area overhanging your ground and first floors. If there is access, then this is as simple as installing loft or flat ceiling insulation, and we would, again, look to install 300 millimeters of wool insulation here where possible. This is designed to stop you losing heat from the perimeter of your ground floor rooms upwards to an unheated space. For dormers only, we will discuss the options with you for these areas, but in order to get a fully insulated room and roof, we would want to insulate the timber framed walls to external air and the flat pitched roof above the dormer. Otherwise, you may have cold spots in your room, which will lead to possible condensation issues. 07846449331